Runners here for the landscape land and property confined hunts race, and they're off and racing. And One Wish jumped out very handy, also Laughing Game, who was keen enough to post. Pretty keen as they jump off, took the first fence in second, took a real dive at it, did Laughing Game, but got to the other side safely enough. The one who's held up at the rear at this early stage is Uncle Albert. So they race on to the second, and One Wish shows the way to Laughing Game and Spare Change. All Sandpipers hit the second pretty hard. Alex Paul Jones sat tight, so racing past the judge. And it's the white with the cerise hoops on the sleeves, worn by Claire Hart on board One Wish, who's making the running. If they go on to this left-handed turn, then up on the outside, first of the greys is Spare Change, Lucy Wheeler. On the inside, Laughing Game as they take that next fence, comes up quickly after that turn. At the back of the Soto was rather slow through the air, and that one's dropped back to last place. They head on now to the open ditch, and it's still One Wish leading the way from on the inside, Laughing Game, then Spare Change. Gleason races behind that leading trio in fourth, and up on the outside, Lurgan. Then Sandpipers on the inside of that one, then Lifelong, Proximo in the middle of the field, and then comes Popaway racing on the inside of Uncle Albert, who races just in front of Ensuite, and finally De Soto. So a longer gallop now before they meet another plain one, and then that long sweeping run back on the flat. Leader One Wish doesn't really right into that, but just brushed through the top and continues to show the way from Laughing Game on the inside, and then a whole cluster racing next. Quite keen in there is Gleason right in amongst the leaders. Up on the outside, Spare Change, and Sandpipers racing only just over 2 lengths off the leader in fifth. Just about to run into the dip on the first circuit. Proximo comes next, and then Lifelong and Lurgan, and then towards the rear of the field, but perfectly well in touch, is Popaway. So into the dip they go, and just waiting for them to reappear, and here they come, still tightly clustered. The back pair being Ensuite and Popaway as they clear that one. All jumped it well enough. The Soto's also one towards the rear. Quickly on to the next one, another plain one, and the cheek-pieced head of One Wish leads the way as they jump that one. Uncle Albert, a slight mistake in midfield. Lurgan has now dropped to the rear of the field as they go down into the dip and behind the barns and face up to fence number 8. And still quite a tightly packed field, probably just 10 lengths between first and last. One Wish has made most of the running from Laughing Game right through there. Did One Wish, forcing Claire Wills to go to the buckle end of the reins there. And she sat tight. Laughing Game still travels very strongly on the inside. Jumped that one upside. The leader did Laughing Game, and as one who's lost some places and made a mistake at that fence was Spare Change. But on to the next, this will be the last one in a circuit's time. One Wish, Laughing Game, and now Lifelong, and Faye Conway have gone right up to press the leaders as they go past the judge with a circuit to run. Right behind those in fourth is Gleason, and then comes Sandpipers, only 2 or 3 lengths off the lead in fifth, and then Proximo and Dickie Barrett, Popaway, Joe Docker made ground into seventh, then Uncle Albert, De Soto, Ensuite, Spare Change, and one who's beginning to struggle at the back of the field is Logan. Sandpipers, that's his second serious area of the contest to really hit that fence hard, but he's still racing well in touch as they go on to the open ditch for the final time. Lifelong and One Wish, this pair neck and neck as they go on to the ditch, and they've opened up a lead of 4 or 5 lengths over Laughing Game, and then Proximo is trying to get in now, gone into third. Popaway under a confident stealthy ride from Joe Docker now moves fourth. Laughing Game losing positions, and Gleason now coming off the bridle. Lurgan is losing touch at the back of the field along with Spare Change. So they go on this final plain fence on this section of the course, and the leaders all streaming over, and now up front Proximo has gone right up to join the lead and probably just headed One Wish there. So Proximo and Dickie Barrett in the Judy Wilson Navy blue and green colours take it up. Coming back on the outside, One Wish and Claire Wills coming back, and still there with every chance. Then comes Popaway, Lifelong, they're only a length or so off the lead. On Sweet, another 2 lengths away, but that leading 5 are beginning to get away from Gleeson, who leads the remainder in 6. So just into the dip for the final time, 3/4 of a mile left to run, 5 fences left to take, and here they come back into view, and on the inside, it's Proximo, but Popaway jumps to the front there for Joe Docker, travelling strongly. Lifelong up on the outside now, coming under pressure. One Wish, who's made a lot of the running, is struggling back in 4th. Onto 4 out. Popaway, another good stride. Joe Docker saw there, really took it well, and she's got a lead of 2 lengths as they run down into the dip. Lifelong keeping on well for Faye Conway in 2nd. Proximo boxing on for Dickie Barrett there. Ball clear, One Sweet in 4th. The weakening One Wish to Soto. Sandpipers. Gleeson looks like pulling up. Over 3 out. Popaway lengthening all the time. Gone 4 lengths clear. Swings left-handed and lines up the final 2 fences for Joe Docker. And low and fast over 2 out. Lifelong in 2nd. Proximo no more to give in 3rd. Then comes On Sweet. Sandpipers to Soto. One Wish is weakening, but down the final fence. Under a confident ride here from Joe Docker. Jumps the last well, this Popaway. And on the run to the judge, it's very consistent there. Driven out, staying on strongly. Popaway wins the confined race. A good run from Lifelong home in 2nd. Not very tired in Proximo. It's going to be tight for the placing. On Sweet and Sandpipers all involved there. And the others were led home by De Soto. And the time for that race, 6 minutes 22 seconds. 6 minutes 22 seconds.